Thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Kelsey Anderson. Now to your top 11 stories at 11 o'clock. Good news for those looking to cool off. Float season officially starts this Friday. Ada County Parks and Waterways officials say the Boise River raft and tube rental will start at noon. Shuttles will also start running. Friday matches the earliest opening date on record back in 2008. But the fire department warns even with the opening of the season, the river can still be dangerous throughout the summer.
Encourage the floaters to stay towards the center of the river. There's a lot of hazards on the side of the river, a lot of strainers, things like that. Our water rescue team tries to get rid of the most hazardous snags, but snags are continually falling into the river all summer long.
This year, you'll notice a remodel of the raft and tube facility, along with several new rafts and tubes added to the rental fleet. And with near record temperatures today, watch out for hot playground surfaces. Doctors say playground equipment can burn kids in a matter of seconds. That's because slides and swings made of metal can absorb and hold heat for hours.
It definitely can cause what's known as a contact burn, where coming into contact with that hot surface can cause superficial burns, but also could cause deep burns in kids.
If the equipment is too hot for adults to handle, it's far too dangerous for your kids. So always test the play area yourself before letting the little ones run around. The Idaho County Highway District has come up with proposed regulations for memorials on the side of Ada County roads. The proposal would require anyone to register memorials with ACHD. A temporary memorial can stay where it is for 1 year and then is subject to removal. This includes ghost bikes, memorials for cyclists in the Treasure Valley who have died on the roads. ACHD commissioners will talk about the draft next month, and depending on public feedback, they may make the rules permanent at the end of July. A crash on I-84 eastbound snarled traffic this morning. It happened between Garrity and 10 Mile around 7 a.m. Dispatchers confirmed the crash involved a car and a motorcycle. No word yet on any injuries. One lane of traffic was blocked for about an hour during the morning commute. A fawn pronghorn left motherless after a recent poaching incident has died. Idaho Fish and Game officials say the fawn was shot through both back legs and died of its injuries. If you have any information on this case, you're urged to call investigators at the number on your screen. That's 208-587-3370. A judge has sentenced this man to 85 years to life in prison after burning down 2 churches in 2013. Our partners at the Idaho Press Tribune report Bradley Tomlinson was convicted of burning down the Community Bible Church and the First Baptist Church in Emmett 2 years ago. The prosecutor's office identified Tomlinson as the same man who shot and killed his parents in northern Idaho more than 2 decades ago. He served 22 years in prison and was on parole at the time of the arson. Former U.S. House Speaker Dennis Hastert is expected in court today. It's the first time since he was indicted nearly 2 weeks ago. Prosecutors allege he agreed to pay $3.5 million to keep past misconduct a secret. The Illinois Republican will enter a plea on charges that he broke banking laws and lied to the FBI. Boise City leaders are voting on a conservation levy today that could raise your taxes. That's because an original $10 million levy passed in 2001 is beginning to run out. City officials believe now is the right time to start building those funds again to keep the foothills nice. If the city decides to proceed with the levy, it would go before voters in November, and the tax increase, if approved, wouldn't start until October of next year. Also on the city's agenda today, a first-of-its-kind hearing regarding a contract to wrap 39 traffic boxes with public art. The city awarded a contract worth more than $50,000 to the company that did the first batch of boxes, but that didn't sit well with other companies that bid on the new project. So the city's Department of Arts and History will defend its decision in a public forum that gets underway tonight at 6 o'clock at City Hall. A closed section of Amity and Nampa will soon reopen. The closed section of Amity Avenue between Chestnut Street and Powerline Road will open this Friday, according to our partners at the Idaho Press Tribune. It's been closed for 3 months due to construction. And another section of the street will now close as crews start the next phase of that construction. And in Canyon County, volunteers from CBH Homes and other private contractors will soon finish building a Habitat for Humanity home. And it's just 1 day after they started. The homes are usually built in 5 days, but this crew is doing it in 2. Yesterday, the drywall, painting, and roofing got done. CBH volunteers say the house will be ready for the family at 6 p.m. tomorrow.